certainly not least, Malik Rutherford. Chad?
Malik, after missing some time with an injury, scoring Saturday at Boston, just what was that like? Walk us through that play and your emotions on that play.
It was great, just getting the ball in space, me being out there, just being able to run around like that, felt great to be back. Happy I got the touchdown.
When you line up in the flat and have an idea that the play might be coming your way, what are you looking for out there?
Really, I'm just looking at the structure of the defense, see if anybody's blitzing. And yeah, really just as soon as I get the ball in my hands, I kind of know where I already want to go, and at that point I'm just reading blocks, letting my God-given abilities take over. So,
But could you describe kind of the structure of that play? Because oftentimes you guys have ran that, and when you're catching that screen, you're turning in,
yeah.
almost right to the defense. How are you able, or what is that? The design, is that natural for you? Like, can kind of just walk us through that?
Yeah, really. Coach, he wants us to run it a certain way sometimes, but sometimes it'll be like I done ran it so many times that I know how some defenses react. Then I knew I forgot who was blocking that tight end at the time. I think it was Josh Beetham. I knew he was gonna go to the man who was over me, and then it was I think it was the Mike linebacker. He was right there. So as the ball is being thrown to me, I'm acting like I don't see him. But the whole time I see him, and I'm like, I'm gonna just step in. So as I stepped in, I slipped off him. We missed the tackle. And that's how I was able to get out.
Chad?
You've obviously come a long way personally. This team has come a long way. What will Saturday night be like for you? What will the emotions be like for you?
Man, long time coming, I've been a long 5 years, hard 5 years, I'll say, and I'm glad, we at this point in the season where, we have a chance to do something that hasn't been done here in a long time. So, I'm just happy and I'm excited for our fan base because, they've been through a lot these past few years, especially like my freshman year, starting out in 2021. I'm just real happy that we get to go out here, about to go out and show out in front of a sold out crowd. So, yeah.
I guess I need to answer that.
Talk about Jordan Allen a little bit. He's kind of stepped up in the boy when you were injured, and then in the last few games made some big plays. Just talk about him and kind of you see a little bit of him in you, kind of the way y'all play similarly.
Yeah, Jordan. I don't want to say like he played like me. Jordan as Jordan. He's coming in. He's helping us. Being able to play outside, inside, just like I do. Just the things he brings to the team, the speed. That touchdown run he had, that was real big for us, man. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, he's a great addition. And yeah, he's gonna have a big season next year for sure.
Gotcha.
Malik, if you can, obviously you've seen an uptick in production just, in the passing game. Obviously from the receivers, you guys are all interconnected. So how cool is that just to see you guys just being able to dominate on the field?
Yeah, we're a run first team, and we just try to hang our hats on. When the ball is thrown at us, we make a play for Haynes. Yeah, that's what we just hang our hat on. We just wait on our opportunity. When we block when we have to. Yeah, so we're not selfish at all. So when the ball comes to us, we just make the play. Yeah.
Describe what's different about Bobby Dodd at night.
The energy, I feel like, you come in the afternoon game or early 12 o'clock game, I don't want to say the energy is down, but, it's just a night game. You filled up. You've been waiting all day to 7 o'clock. The fans probably out there tailgating, just waiting. Once they get in, they ready to play just like us. So, yeah, it gets real loud. So, yeah.
Last 3 years in this building, 13-3, last 2, 10-0.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory from playing at Bobby Dodd Stadium?
I'll say Miami game last year. Miami game, being able to storm the field with the fans. I take that back. Actually, North Carolina. North Carolina. I think that was our first.
It was 22.
22. Yeah, that was probably my favorite game.
I'm done.
Yeah, that was a great game right there. I think we won 46-42.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you have anybody teach you your dance moves, or is that all your own doing?
No, that was the gritty. That was like, that was a dance. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and all them be doing. So yeah, really when I stood up and paused for a second, I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and that was the first thing that came on. So yeah.
Nice.
So obviously, last home game, we know you brought out kind of like the step back dribble and shoot. So what are you gonna bring out if you score this weekend, or have you thought about that?
I haven't thought about it yet, but I know I'm probably gonna come up with something by Friday. Yeah, me and Eric say we hooping this week, so me and Eric gonna have a celebration of, something.
Okay, all
right. Messaging throughout the season is every single game is important. No one's bigger than the next.
Yeah.
Coach was pretty clear yesterday when he talked to us. This is a championship game. This is a playing game. What's that do for you guys when there's no mystery about it, and the messaging is very clear of what this game is?
For me personally, I try not just not to get too high, get too low. Just try to stay in the middle, no matter what game we play, who we play. Because when the stakes are higher, people tend to get more nervous and more just more anxious, and that's how you make mistakes. And you don't go out there and play carefree. You worry about trying to do things right all the time. So yeah, we really just trying to go out there and just play. Of course, we know this is a big game, but at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and play and be yourself.
Did you feel a different energy in practice this week and the preparation and everything?
Yeah, of course. Every week, the stage getting higher, like we said. We trying to get into the playoffs. So yeah, of course, we have to come in. And we know Coach Key was gonna be on one. Because we were in a close game last week with a team that we felt like we should have beat by a few touchdowns. But yeah, we just coming in, ready with a ready to work mindset, 1% better every day. So yeah.
I talked about the receivers. Coming into the year, had a deep group. Just how good is that group? How much have y'all progressed? And kind of having a quarterback like Haynes throwing to you.
Yeah.
How does that make the group better?
Man, all props to Coach McKnight, man. He really elevated every single last one of us in the receiver room. Especially Eric Rivers. Eric, he has gotten way better since he first got here, man. You can see the improvement, and Isaiah also, Dean also, a lot of guys in the receiver room. Is big Coach McKnight, and with Haynes throwing us, it just with the threat of him being able to run, and the defense having to worry about that, I feel like that just makes it easier for us down the field. And yeah, we just go out there and make plays for him, and then we throw it to us. So,
Chad?
I'll do one more. You mentioned Coach Key being on one, and he said it at Boston at halftime. He was kind of fired. Do you like that version of Coach Key when he's pretty crazy like that, or?
I mean, it's what I expect. I expected him to come in the locker room, throw some stuff. So yeah, it wasn't nothing like that. I ain't never seen it before, so sure. I'm kind of used to it. So yeah.
Does that help? Did you guys react to that?
Oh yeah, of course. So, yeah, when he do things like that, everybody just yeah, we gotta get right, y'all. We're doing something wrong. So yeah, we all just looking at each other like, hey, it's time to go. Second half. So, yeah.
You're a senior, so you can get away with this. Do you have a Coach Key story that you want to share? A favorite memory with him?
I'm trying to remember one. I forgot what game. He literally did. It was a game we were already winning. So we were actually in here in the team room. They halftime. We have all the drinks set up and snacks. He knocked down every single last one of the snacks and drinks, so we didn't have nothing to eat halftime. He knocked everything over. So yeah.
All right, we'll end on that.